Hello, awesomes, Encinitas Dragons. Today we're going to do a brief talk about the basics of sevens. What you see here on the whiteboard is what I call the sevens basics. And they are 1, space, 2, numbers, 3, line, 4, support, 5, communicate, 6, tackle, and 7, ruck. Let's talk about each one. Space. You win sevens rugby games when you create space or run into space on offense, and when you protect space on defense. 2, numbers. More players who are out and playing and ready to take the ball or tackle will always beat less players when their team has people tied up in a ruck, a tackle, or a maul. Number 3, line. Because space and numbers are so important, the line must always be kept. Always be in alignment, ideally 1 or 2 arm lengths away from the person next to you, which means if you put your arm out and they put their arm out, that's probably a good space to keep. But every time you break the line by running up too soon in defense, for example, you create spaces for the opposition to run into, or on offense, if you get out of the line, you're then taking a number out of play, which means you give up any advantage. So always keep the line. Number 4, support. Always be paying attention, watching, listening, thinking, and moving so that you can support the person next to you. If they have the ball, be ready to support them if they get tackled or if they make a break through space. If you're on defense, know where they are and be ready to support them if they miss a tackle. 5, communicate. You have to always be talking. Always communicating, whether you're on offense or defense. Telling the person where you are, telling them where the space is to keep the space, telling them where you're running to, telling them who's coming with the ball, or telling them who you're going to tackle. You must always be communicating. Number 6, because there are only 7 players on each team, and because numbers and space are the most important things, you must be able to make a strong one-on-one tackle. That means no reaching out with hands, no soft arm tackles, and no high tackles. You have to be able to make a strong tackle with your shoulder that stops the ball carrier and ideally puts them on the ground. Number 7, the ruck. We play rucks differently in sevens than we do in other rugby. We want to make sure we don't have too many people in the ruck because, again, that takes numbers out of the line. So if you are carrying the ball and you get tackled, do your very best to go to ground. And then if you're the supporting player, be fast to get in and protect the ball. If you're the next supporting player, be fast to get in and pick the ball up to either run with it yourself or pass it to players who are in space. So go to ground, be fast in and fast out. And if we're on defense, don't go rucking in rucks if you don't have to. There should only ever be one person from the defense, that is the person who made the tackle, in the ruck, unless the ball is loose and you think you can win it. But otherwise, let the other team put in 2 or 3 players and you stay in the line, create extra numbers, and be ready to take advantage of the space that they leave open. So the sevens basics are space, numbers, line, support, communicate, tackle, and ruck.